Hey, can I help you find something? Yes, just nod your head. Believe it or not, just by doing that, studies have shown that sales go up 30%. That's why they do it. Consumers begin to notice a 5% difference in pricing. This is called a just noticeable difference. I want you to mentally register that. 5% difference is when people start noticing a difference in price. Within 1 week, consumers forget 95% of what you said. Listen carefully to what I just told you. They forget 95% of what when something is special and it's unexpected, people react what? To that. It's called the Law of Reciprocation, right? You feel like giving what? Something. Studies have shown that if you hand a heavier clipboard to somebody with your resume, it actually carries more weight. Literally. Isn't that interesting? So weight does matter. Did you know that if you're presenting to somebody and you're sitting down, you'll typically close about 58% of the time. But by simply standing up, your sales go up to 79%. I'm not making this up, folks. You just don't know that every moment that you're in the process of selling, something is happening in the psychology of the mind of the buyer, and you have to understand this. Very subtle things to move them along. You don't have to be Slick Willie to sell these days. People don't want that. If we can't explain how we sold something and transfer that knowledge, would you agree? It is worthless because it stays right there. The best managers, the best sales manager, know how to transfer that information. What is sales influence? So guess what? 98% of all the books you'll read will teach you how to. Most of the stuff you've been learning is so outdated it isn't even funny. Many of the sales strategies you still use today were written back in 1949. In fact, some date to early 1940, and you're still using them. Have things changed since the 1940s? Then why is it that we continue to use the same sales techniques? I don't want to look at how to sell, because the consumer's changed. The consumer's smart is much different. Back then, 1940s, there was no email. There was no voicemail. There wasn't a lot of things that you see today. And today, it's not about pressure selling. Would you agree with that? People don't want to be pressured into buying. And if you do that, there's something called the sales reactance theory, which means what? They'll what? Withdraw. And they always do that. I don't teach you how to sell. I teach you how people what? Buy. If we know how people make a buying decision, can we sell more effectively? Yes or no?